Hello there, Nikio here, and welcome to the first of a potential series of video, which I will call The Road to Super Robot Tyson V. I'm not sure what this is gonna be yet, so we will shape it as it goes. As you all should know by now, this game was announced at the 25th anniversary Super Robot Tyson event last week, with the release date set for 2017. Which is interesting because they never really announced a game with such a big gap until release, at least not intentionally. The OG second game was delayed several times, but that was most likely due to the change in the console environment, and they are shifting to a new engine and a brand new graphics. Plus they probably changed the script of the game quite a bit during development, so it was understandable. With this game, it almost seems like they wanted to push this out quickly for the anniversary event, as evidenced by the hugely similar cast to Tengoku Hen and quite a lot of reused assets. But this is nothing new, guys. Super Robot Tyson does this forever and it will keep doing it, so there's no point ranting about it. What this is, however, is the first non-3DS major standalone Super Robot Tyson game in years, and it's not gonna be split into 2 chapters, so there's a lot of potential here. And hopefully with more upcoming details, I can play V without any prejudice from the Set 3 games, which I think we can all agree that even though it wasn't a bad game, it didn't live up to the hype of being the final chapter of the Set series. But enough about the detail you already know. Let's get to the main point of this video, the cast. The cast features an extensive list of UC Gundam, as well as the standard Seed Destiny and Awakening of the Trailblazer, which is kinda taking the place of Endless Waltz as being shelved into every game just for the sake of being there. About the return of Double Zeta and the debut of Hathaway's Flash was cool. The most exciting name in that list for me was the return of Crossbone Gundam. Crossbone Gundam is a late UC Gundam manga series that takes place 10 years after the event in F91. It revolves around the Crossbow Vanguard plot element from it, with Seabrook and a few other characters returning from F91. To summarize without spoiling the actual story, it's a space pirate Gundam series with great character, great storytelling, great action, and great mobile suit design. It's amazing. Why it will never be animated, no one fucking knows. While Sunrise and Bandai seem to be aware of the popularity, they apparently doesn't want to make any more money. The series had a first and only appearance back in 2003 with Super Robot Tyson Alpha 2, which made perfect sense because F91 was in the original Alpha. But at the same time, Charles' counterattack also happened in that same game, so it was kinda interesting. Alpha 2 handled the Crossbone Gundam series pretty well, but overall, I thought Alpha 2 was a pretty weak game. The damage scaling in that game made it feel really slow. It's a hard game to return to, at least for me personally. It's not really a game I wanted to replay too many times. So I have always wished that another Super Robot Tyson would utilize Crossbone Gundam, and the newly announced Wii seems to be the thing we're all waiting for. By extension, we are also getting the sequel manga, Crossbone Gundam Skullheart and Steel 7, which means we're getting the awesome X1 Full Cloth Gundam finally, and a bunch of other side story goodies. I'm not sure how much of the story they're gonna use. It might even be a unit only kind of deal, since we probably won't get the old Judo because Double Zeta is also in the cast, and the story of Steel 7 actually ties really heavily with Victory Gundam, which isn't in a Super Robot Tyson game with V in the title for whatever reason. But that's a rant for another day. I wanted to make this video just to show how happy I am that the Crossbone Gundam finally returns, and if anyone haven't read the original Crossbone Gundam manga, I did say give it a shot. You can find it English translated pretty easily, and most will agree that it is one of the most, if not the most essential, kind of expanded universe Gundam story elements that needs to be read. But that will conclude the first episode of The Road to Super Robot Tyson V. Once again, I'm not sure what this is gonna be quite just yet. I have a few ideas. There's a lot that needs to be said about my Gaine as well as the Space Battleship Yamato series, and ultimately this is just gonna be more content for our niche mecha community. So thanks for watching guys. If you like what you see, please consider subscribing and leaving a like. Leave any suggestion or comments down below and I'll see you in the next video.